Hello, welcome to a presentation of Metrics That Matter Professional Learning Evaluation. We'll take a look at a little bit about Knowledge Advisors and then focus on our software Metrics That Matter. Knowledge Advisors is a learning analytics company, and our flagship software, Metrics That Matter, helps organizations reduce administrative costs, wasted learning, and increase productivity. We help organizations improve the effectiveness and business impact of learning to make sure that training is aligned to business outcomes. Also utilize learning and development to help drive those business outcomes. In the technology, we have experts on staff to design specific solutions for our clients. Matter is the leading learning analytics system. It's world-class evaluations with a powerful analytics tool to provide you with comprehensive reporting. And it's the only system that fully automates the entire level 1 through 5 process if you're familiar with the Kirkpatrick and Phillips methodologies. Matter is a cloud computing software. Essentially, you can install this without a firewall and is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and allows you to start data collection and reporting within weeks of implementation. As mentioned before, we do prescribe to a number of different methodologies. While we are agnostic, we want to bring those methodologies to our day-to-day practitioner and have incorporated those methodologies into the technology. We have built-in benchmarks, allow for comparison against other organizations with similar types of training, as well as other organizations within a similar industry. It's a self-sufficient tool that is very flexible and allows you to configure the system to your specific needs. Administrative and data collection capabilities within the technology, all which come together to provide you with a comprehensive suite of solutions. Here's an example of how the data flows into Metrics That Matter and how ultimately you're able to get reports within Metrics That Matter. Metrics can be a standalone system, or it can be integrated with an LMS. In each of those instances, data is captured around the class. This includes course, instructor, location, and learning methodology. And we can also bring in learner demographics to help you cut and slice the data. Once is scheduled within a TM, it triggers evaluations to be sent out to the participants. Immediately after training, a post-event evaluation is sent to those participants to capture feedback around some satisfaction indicators, but also capture some predictive indicators around impact and results. An instructor evaluation is available if you would like to collect feedback on content, environment, and students. It might be valuable for some of your newer courseware where you want to gather some of that feedback from the instructor perspective. Level 3 evaluations are also available both from the participant as well as the manager to get more of those post-class support inputs. So now you have those predictive indicators from the post-event evaluation. Did they actually utilize the training back on the job? What did that look like? The manager evaluation also helps support reinforce making sure that they're aware of the training and are providing the participant with the time and resources to utilize that training back on the job. That data is collected within Metrics That Matter. It is available within reports, dashboards, which Danny Brown is now going to walk you through.
Guy's name. Now what we'll do is go live into Metrics That Matter. First, we're going to look at the dashboard technology that's the data collection side of Metrics That Matter. You can see several different tabs under Human Capital, specifically looking at learning and development. Different it's display data, whether it's efficiency data, effectiveness data, or outcome data. When we information in Metrics That Matter, we use a standard post-event evaluation, and it can be versioned by different languages, over 40 languages to date. Once they're collected in Metrics That Matter, we now have the reporting capabilities with over 100 standard reports. As Taz mentioned, we have benchmarking capabilities with 1 billion benchmark points to date. The report card would show data in blue, that benchmark data in orange, so that point of reference. Another report is called the Human Capital ROI card, which really instills the methodologies of Kirkpatrick, Phillips, Brinkerhoff, and Burson, and we can look at the data in all 3 data points around post-event, follow-up, manager, all the way to include financial calculations around ROI, benefit to cost ratios, as long as we know the cost per person and annual salary. Report is a report. This particular report is comparing courses over a longitudinal period of time. We can smarts the number of data points and ultimately try and figure out where we need to get the red out. Another technical type report is called a question report, which allows us to look at the frequency distribution of data over a Likert scale and compare against the numbers of evaluations that were submitted. One such report is we can include written comments, which really helps your instructor performance as well as courseware designers to be able to see what are the students saying about the training, what was most useful, what was least useful, and so forth. And now back over to Tasneem to summarize the different modules.
Thanks, Annie. Metrics That Matter has a number of different modules that are available to help complement the professional learning evaluation. The reporting module and the dashboard module play very nicely with professional learning evaluations. Briefly showed you what the dashboard module looks like, and it's essentially providing you with a quick graphical summary immediately upon logging into MTM so you can see your effectiveness, efficiency, and outcome data without having to run any reports. Executive reporting also ties nicely into that, as it also brings together your efficiency, effectiveness, and outcome data to provide you with that quick, less than 2 hours executive report that you can provide to your senior stakeholders. Formal learning module is available to measure social learning that's taking place at your organization. This can include coaching and mentoring programs, on-demand performance support tools, as well as portals that you may have that your participants or your employees are accessing. The 360 module allows you to build out a rater network and capture competency-based feedback from those raters to ensure that learning is taking place and improving specific competencies, as well as to do any more workforce planning type areas of where you want to look at competencies. Project evaluations allows you to measure the effectiveness and impact of projects, looking at the processes, the outcomes, as well as team member ratings to understand what went well and what are some areas for improvement. Conferences allow you to look at a multi-day training event in a more streamlined data collection process, as well as an overall summary report that looks at that multi-day event. There are shorter evaluations that are available, sessions, and then a longer evaluation that appears to the participant at the end of the training. Change is a performance support tool that allows participants to input and track progress against goals. A mentor or a coach also has visibility into those goals so that they can provide areas of support as well as some coaching to the participant to ensure that they're reaching their goals. I have level 2 evaluations or testing which ensure that knowledge gain is taking place. These are scored evaluations or tests that allow you to provide certificates as well as feedback to the participants to ensure that that learning occurred. For more information on any of these specific modules, you can look at the videos below. For further information on any of the material that we've covered today, you can contact Knowledge Advisors at the phone number or the email address listed on the screen. Thank you again for taking the time, and hopefully we'll hear back from you soon.